boy. Carol's written a very funny new book called When You Lie About Your Age, The Terrorists Win.
One of the key writers on the Seinfeld show.
The lovely Carol Leifer.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Congratulations on your book. I saw the great review in the New York Times. That's pretty fantastic.
Pretty nice,
yeah,
right?
Pretty nice.
Yes.
And it's it's a bit of a memoir. I know you talk about your days on Seinfeld and your days on SNL and opening for Sinatra and all that stuff. But it's also like, I noticed, it's kind of a primer for young people who are like trying to get that first job. And I was amazed at the things that you have to tell them that they don't know.
Cologne.
Cologne.
Men with the cologne. Oh my God. Cut it out already. Now, let me tell you something, okay? Cologne is for after showering, not instead of showering. Ladies, we still have big strides to make. You ready for this? Girlfriend of mine just got a new job. First question the new boss asked her was if she could make a good cup of coffee. Yeah, she stormed right out of that Starbucks. You know what I am totally obsessed with, though? You know that life alert button? Yeah, I know I'm a little young for it, but it's amazing. Like, you just push it, and they're there like 2 seconds later. I have a feeling, though, I might get a little devious with it, though. You know, I'd be like, help, I've fallen, and I'd love a turkey sandwich. Some guy came over and started making fun of their lemonade. Yeah. Is that you, perchance?
Guilty.
What's wrong with you?
Wendy really knows his stuff.
She is super. Yeah. Same time tomorrow.
Yep, same time. There you go.
Oh, you owe $150.
What for?
Well, you canceled on Tuesday, and our policy is 24 hours notice for all cancellations.
You know, you were one of the key writers on the Seinfeld show, the legendary Jerry Seinfeld show. Had you ever written a script that was so perfect that Larry and Jerry just said, we are not touching this masterpiece?
No.
It never happens that way.
No, that never happened that way. The big thing at Seinfeld was to pitch an idea that they liked. Okay?
Right.
If you didn't have an idea, you were out. So I knew that when I went into Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld's office, and it was their office together, and I said, okay, George hires a deaf woman to lip read his ex-girlfriend's lips from across the room at a party so he can find out why she broke up with him. Larry would shoot up and go, that's a show. We're doing that. That's a show.
What's the difference between being with a man versus a woman in terms of that just relationship every day?
I have to tell you, Elizabeth, being with a woman is like being on The View 24 hours a day. So much of an animal person that I even became vegan. Oh, really? Yes, because I felt that as a Jewish lesbian, I wasn't part of a small enough minority. I like to think I'm still pretty hip, pretty happening with the young people. Well, I work with a lot of young writers, you know, and like last week, I went to lunch with this guy who's like 23, and this great song came over the PA in the restaurant. And I said to him, I wish I could find out what the song is. I really like it. And he said to me, why don't you Shazam it? And I actually went, Shazam. Do you have an old-timey first name like me, Carol? Are you named Kathy? Susan? Linda? Mindy? These are all names that tell the world you're not 30 anymore. There's no babies being named Carol. No. And here's what's wild, okay? I go to Starbucks every day. I cannot tell you how many times when the baristas ask my name and I've said Carol, they've asked me, with a C or a K? With a C or a K. Yeah, it's actually with a hard Q. Yeah, like in Qatar.